sometimes we all need to strengthen the outer leg. And one of the ways, Robert has a really good way of doing that. And sometimes when people have pain in the knee or they're having trouble getting their knees down, when I do this next exercise, it helps to strengthen the outside so the knees come down. So the way to get your knees to come down is to strengthen the outside of your leg. That's how you do it. And most people are stronger on the inside of their leg, so the knees come up. So you're always trying to strengthen the other side. And a very simple, easy way to do that is to take, or I'm just going to start with taking your right foot. I like it. And my right foot is going to pull my toes back towards my shin. And I want to put my right pinky on the ground. My right pinky toe is on the ground. And I want to try and lift my heel up. So my foot is kind of sideways. My knee is turned out. And my foot is just a little bit to the right of the center of my mat. So it's not too far. Everybody good? Now, when you lift your heel off of the ground, I want you to feel the outer part of your ankle, outer part of your right ankle. And then I want you to push your heel forward. So you're going to push your heel forward, like towards the front of your mat. So push your heel forward. I don't see you pushing your heel. There you go. That's pushing your heel forward. And then let it release. And then push your heel forward towards the front of your mat. And then let it release. Keep your heel lifted as you do this. Bring your other foot a little bit towards me. Which one are you doing? The right one. Okay, that's your, okay. Bring your foot a little closer to me and do it, yeah. Because then you get more wiggle out of it. So the activity is that you're pushing your heel towards the front of and you're trying to keep your heel lifted as you do that. And then you just release it a little bit and then you come back. So you're really trying to push your heel forward and you should start to feel the muscles on the outside of here. Anybody starting to feel that? Lekker. Okay. So you wiggle back and forth there and you do it until it really starts to get annoying. Like, you know, somebody tapping their fingers on the table while you're trying to concentrate. You wiggle back and forth, but it's the push forward that's making it stronger on the outside. You should not really be feeling it on the inside. So if you're feeling it on the inside, you may need to adjust your foot a little bit to the left or the right. Is anybody feeling it up here? Yeah, cool, nice. You're going to feel it probably where you're weakest. So there's an energy line that runs here as well. It's meridians. And I've actually got to do a little teacher training piece on the meridians. So I'm going to use you guys to refresh my memory. And you just keep wiggling it back and forth and bring your heel towards me. Really push it forward towards me. Oh. Just about a couple more minutes. No, just a little bit more. Wiggle your heel. And it really should be annoying. Everybody agree it's annoying? Yeah. We made a vote here. Okay. No. No, all right, now just fold the leg in. Just leave it where it is on the front. It's okay. Fold it in. And if the knee didn't usually go down, it might go down a little easier. And then we get to do the other side too. It does go down. I don't usually lie. And if you do it right, if all you're doing is when this muscle turns on, it pulls the knee down. Try the other side. So the right leg's folded, whichever the other one is for you. And your pinky toe hits the ground, your heel is up, and you're pushing your heel towards the front of the mat, trying to keep your heel up. So it's the push forward, not the pull back, that's important. And then you just release it and push it forward and pull back. Oh, I'm wondering what this is going to do. That's my leash. And it's the push forward towards the front of the mat. You really want to keep that. So for you, this is also going to stabilize the outside of the knee. To keep it, like you said, you have to make the muscle strong around it.
Yeah, every morning.
Mm-hmm. So push forward. Everybody looks pretty good. And anybody starting to feel it now? I have the tendency to sprain my ankles just once in a while, something to do, you know. But if I would make them stronger by doing this, by doing more exercises where the toes are lifted, and do it till it gets a little bit annoying, a little bit fatigued, and it's the push forward. And you should be only feeling it really on the outside. Just about 30 more seconds will go to get a few good contractions out of it by pushing the heel forward. Why? Why do I want you to do this? Because it helps you to sit up straight easier. And that's the goal of yoga. So you can sit up straight and meditate. That's the goal. Pretty much. 3, 2, and 1. Now pull the foot back in and let the knee down. And I just want you to sit for a second and feel how you feel seated. And hopefully it's a little easier to get the knees down. You're going to work on that. And that I want everybody now to put the other foot in front, just because I like to, you know. And what I was saying to someone earlier is that you pick one leg to put in front all the time. I want you to start switching it up, because you're out of balance because you only pick one side. You don't even think, you think, okay, I'm just sitting, I'm meditating, but you're making a choice. You're making a choice, which is the most comfortable choice for you probably, but that doesn't mean that you're in balance sitting there. So learn to use both legs in front. So start switching that, and then you can be, what is it called? Ambidextrous. When you can write with either hand, and you can be right-handed or left-handed, or you can, you know, use both. Yeah. But we do things. And your right and your left brain. Okay, while I'm doing this, I don't know what I'm doing. And I want you to take, okay, we're going to just cross your legs, cross your right leg over your left. And I want you to take your foot in an anti-clockwise position. You're going to make a circle with your foot counterclockwise. So imagine there's a clock in front of you, and you're making the foot go the opposite direction in a circle. Okay? You're making the foot, just make sure you're making a circle. You're going in counterclockwise position. And I want to take your right hand, the right hand's up in front of it, and you're going to make a 6 with your hand. Draw a 6 with your hand. And most people cannot do that because your right and left brain want to work together, and you don't even know you can't do that. Your foot goes one direction and your hand goes the other. It's all connected, okay? So that your foot is not going in a 6. Your foot still continues to go counterclockwise, and only your hand makes the, your foot wants to go with it. All right, come back. That was just fun for fun. Okay. So I'm saying you don't realize how many things you do on automatic. It just happens. This is how I sit down. This is what I do. When we start becoming more aware of what's happening when we're doing something, we can change it. I want your fingertips on the ground. Roll to the front of the sit bones, lift the heart. And now I want you, one of the things we were doing by learning to sit straight is I want you to activate, we're going to start with your right knee. So another way we can start to strengthen the outer hip is I want you to imagine that you're reaching your right knee forward, and then reach your right knee away from your right hip. So make it a little longer. Right knee reaches away from right hip. And then I want you to push your right knee backwards towards the back of your mat a little bit. Push the back. You can even lift your leg a little bit and push it back. Try and sit straight. Try not to round your back when you do it. And reach your right knee away from your right hip and push your right knee a little bit to the back. And what I want to happen is that now the back of the hip is turning on. You feel that as well? That's what I want. I usually get what I want. Not true. Now we're going to pay attention to the left knee. The left knee reaches away from the left hip. So you're lengthening it out to the side. And then I want you to push it back. So you can even lift it up a little bit and push it back until you feel a contraction on the back of the leg. So if your knees aren't down, you want your outer hip to be strong so that you can stay seated in a upright position. Left knee reaches away, left knee reaches back, right knee reaches away, right knee reaches back. And now I feel the muscles turned on the outside of my hips. Now I want you to relax back down, just kind of settle back down. Smile. And now your seat is better. Positions of sitting is better.